And we're live on a Sunday evening. Welcome to a Sunday stream here at J Area, members of the J Area Pro Wrestling fans. I just want to make sure here that I got the volume going well. We have gameplay. So you might hear a little bit of an echo here just to start off the stream. Let me know in the chat. I think on my end it's good, but I want to hear from you guys in the chat. How's the volume? Let me know in the chat. I think on my end it's good, but I want to hear from you. Sylvia, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. Appreciate you stopping by here for the stream. Sylvia says, happy Sunday, guys. Ready to hear what you pros have to say about wrestling tonight. A fresh new member here on the J Area. We appreciate you, Sylvia. Thank you so much for continuing to support the channel as we continue on this journey that is YouTube. Alex, what's going on? We can hear you. Perfect. If at any time you guys have any comments about the volume, whether it's the gameplay or myself, please go ahead and let us know in the chat and I can always adjust it. But I think for the time being, we're seeing okay. Tyler, what's going on? Appreciate you stopping by up the stream here. It is a Sunday night, the day before Raw's big debut on Netflix. It's going to be a monumental event. They're hyping it up to be like a WrestleMania of sort, like a premium live event, if anything. So that's going to be very exciting to see. We're going to do something different here on the channel. On occasion, I'm not a big gamer myself, but on occasion, I do enjoy hopping on 2K. So yeah, big show. I want to hear from you guys though. What are some matches that you are looking forward to the most in regards to the debut on Netflix? It's going to be a big event as we keep talking about. I know for me, the big match that I'm looking forward to is certainly Punk and Rollins. That's going to be, I mean, what a show. Tyler, I have an Xbox. I personally have an Xbox. I used to have PlayStation. We had a PlayStation 2. Alex, welcome to the J Area. Appreciate you. Welcome to the main event. Appreciate you joining us here. Big shout out to Alex. One of our diehards, really. I mean, Alex has been here for a minute. Since we opened up to live streams, consistently have been there. Tyler, I follow you on Instagram. I thought so. I wasn't completely sure. But I saw a Tyler and the last name looked familiar. So yeah, no, I did see that, Tyler. Awesome. Thank you so much. For the stream. So we talked about Monday Night Raw. That's what we're going to be doing. Just some simulations there. One of the big matches that we're also looking forward to has to be Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan. That feud in itself has been going on for a minute there. And truthfully, I think it's about time we wrap up that feud. Alex in the chat says, have to support my man. Great things are coming this year for you, my friend. Hey, man, I appreciate that. Appreciate that, Alex. Thank you for the membership. Thank you for continuing to support this endeavor. It's because of diehard fans like you, like Tyler, like Sylvia, like all the people who consistently show up here in the chat that we continue to do this. So, I mean, words could never do it justice, but I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Welcome aboard, Alex. Welcome aboard. Welcome as a member of the J Area, official member of the J Area, and an official in terms of the main event. There's one thing I really hope for is on this new era of Monday Night Raw, I'm hoping they get like a new stage, a new setup. Of course, whenever something, like a big episode like this happens, obviously they're going to do something big. So I'm hoping we get a whole new setup. Because we've had this current setup, I think, for under a year. I believe it was like towards the build of WrestleMania 40 that they made the switch to like the smaller setup, which is fine. But something to usher in the new era. I mean, we got a new setup, new theme song. We got the new logo. So hopefully those are coming just to make it feel big. And I would assume they're going to want to do that, right? Because, you know, it's going to be on Netflix, so we're going to have a lot of eyes on the product. You want to bring in so many more people. I mean, they got thousands of viewers on USA Network. But since we're going to be here on Netflix, you're going to be having people around the world. People who might have never seen the WWE. People might maybe not even heard of it. Who knows, right? The possibilities are endless. What are you guys' thoughts on Liv Morgan? Because Liv Morgan's been the world champion since King and Queen of the Ring back in, I believe it was May. What are you guys' thoughts on her title reign, and who do you think is going to win the matchup between her and Rhea Ripley? Are you a fan of their storyline? Do you think it should be coming to an end? Is it time for Rhea to get the title back, or is Liv Morgan going to keep that title and keep it moving into WrestleMania 41? It's so weird, you know, seeing it now without Samantha Irvin. Obviously, she kind of stepped away from the WWE and wanted to pursue other things, but I do think that Samantha Irvin is one of the best ring announcers they've had in a while. Hold on.
Championship on the line here in this matchup. Whoever wins this one, no doubt, we're looking at the unequivocal top dog of the women's.
It's weird seeing like the older design of Rhea Ripley. I feel like this is something we haven't seen since like 2023. Dude, I gotta change the angle here. I'm tired of looking at the ref. There we go. I saw some rumors and reports that apparently this was supposed to be like a last woman standing match, but they never went through with it. And I wonder why that was the case, or if it was just false reports. Because I think it would have been a pretty cool idea to have had some sort of stipulation with this matchup. It kind of would have signified the ending of it. But being that there is no stip, I'm just afraid it's going to keep going, you know? Oh, counter. If you're just joining us here on a Sunday stream, we're here playing WWE 2K24, kind of simulating the matchups that are currently scheduled for the debut episode of Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Oh, counter. Counter. Traditionally, we have like a lot of live streams where we're just hanging out, talking wrestling. I thought let's do something different. Let's actually play some 2K. Not much of a gamer, I will admit. That's more of like my brother's department, San Fran 5. But, I mean, growing up, we had like all the games. All the way from like SmackDown vs. Raw. That's when we first started playing, was like the SmackDown vs. Raw series. And then, once we got older, we kind of found the Shut Your Mouth and the Here Comes the Pain games. And then, I mean, we've just always been playing them. He has like an immense collection, though. I mean, specifically, just speaking about wrestling, he has like, I think all of them. SmackDown, SmackDown 2, Know Your Role. I think he's currently building up the Raw series that was exclusively on the Xbox, like the original Xbox. But no, he has an impressive collection. And then with me, I missed it. Hold on. I just stick to the mainline series. Oh, wait a minute. I'm losing steam. Let's send her home. Oh, she countered it. I really do hope that this is it. I hope this is the result. I wouldn't be mad if Liv Morgan won and moved on with the title. Regardless, I think whoever wins this matchup, it should be the definitive end of the feud for at least the time being. In the chat here, we have who's going to win tomorrow's matchup on Monday Night Raw, Rhea Ripley or Liv Morgan. Nobody's picking Liv Morgan. It's universally believed that we're going to get a new champion. Will it happen? I mean, hey, we're going to have to wait and see on Netflix and see how that turns out. But Rhea Ripley, a consensus pick here for it. Tyler, what's going on? He comments, I'm going to want to come down to their podcast studio, take a free tour. I need ideas for logos and names for a podcast. I mean, all of that's just subjective, really. It's all about, you know. Hey, appreciate you so much, Sylvia. Thank you so much for the super chat there. You should have your brother join you. I would love to. I would love to have him join. I mean, we have this idea for a series regarding like a gaming aspect of the channel. And that's something we're still working out on. So, in time, I would absolutely love to start a series with him. My ultimate dream. I'm gonna fill you guys in here. For those who are in the chat, appreciate you for stopping by. Sylvia, again, super thank you for the super chat there. But with the J area, when I first started this channel, I was very predominantly into like sports and entertainment. So like movies and just any form of entertainment. Until I eventually pivoted to pro wrestling, which is something I've always been, enamored with. Pro wrestling has gotten me through so much. Like, I'm forever indebted to the business. So when I made the pivot to pro wrestling, that was awesome. But what I think I would absolutely love is to have the J area kind of branch out. And if we can have like a gaming division and maybe have him work on that, or maybe a music division or entertainment division. This is very big, broad ideas, I know, but I mean, that'd be super cool. But to have him on the stream, absolutely. I would absolutely love to do that with him. It's just a matter of having our schedules lined up. He's a busy guy. I'm all over the place too. So to match him up, that's certainly something I would absolutely love to do. And I mean, go ahead and voice in the chat if you guys would love to see a little collaboration between my brother and I. I would absolutely love it. Tyler, I think maybe we should collaborate with you and me and your brother. I thought I heard the door knock or something. Hey man, as we continue to grow, with the channel, with the podcast, with everything, anything's possible. Anything's possible, right? We're still working on the chat. We're still working on, the streaming and the podcast itself. So I would still like to think we're in the infancy stages. We can only go from here. So the potential for a collaboration in the future, hey, I'm open to it. Absolutely. Tyler says, you live in Arizona. That studio podcast in Arizona, Mesa. It's quite a drive. I'm not going to lie to you. At least from where I'm based out of. And I think in time, for me, it's always about timing. We're still relatively new. We're still relatively small for sure. We still want to build a following. And to be able to get over there in Mesa and consistently be able to produce with that studio podcast, we'll see. Never say never, as they always say in the professional wrestling business. Never say never. But for now, we're still building. We're still growing. I'm still relatively new to it. There's still things that I want to improve on, and I know I want to do better at in terms of the presentation and the production value. But again, never say never. In time. Sanfran 5, what's going on? Says, best way to put it, guys, we've discussed about it, but stay tuned for the future. Yeah. He's got a point. Like I said, we're working on it. We're working on the kinks. We're definitely open to the idea. It's something I want to make happen. I'm sure that's what he wants to make happen. So give us time. That's why today, with today's stream, I'm kind of using it as like a trial run. See who's interested in the gameplay aspect of the channel and introducing more live streams in that concept, and to see where it's gauging in terms of the favor of the audience, and then from there we can move forward. And like I said, I'm hoping to make it a series, not to give away too much, but my brother and I, we do have an extensive list of video games specifically with pro wrestling, but again, never say never. Tyler in the chat, I need to set up schedule with them. Is week or few weeks. That's another thing too. I mean, I'm sure they're very busy. I mean, I'm sure it's very in high demand. A lot of people are looking into streaming and podcasting. It's the hottest it's ever been, I think, especially after the pandemic, where people were working from home, and a lot of people were building their own business. I'm sure it's a very competitive field. I do this as a way to... I just realized I can't see because my screen, and so I'm just gauging it here. Oh, I'm hitting it though. For a quick second, hold on. I gotta take myself off the screen so I can see where the meter's at. You might not get to see my pretty face here on this matchup because I'm in the middle of it. Okay, well, maybe I can put it on here. Hold on. There we go. Oh, that's right. I forgot I put false count anywhere.
What does it take to weather the storm of an Extreme Rules match? It takes a lot of guts. The ruthless nature of an Extreme Rules match means only the toughest superstar can succeed. So you have to be ready to really put your courage.
I see a few people have already liked Sylvia's comment. Again, super thank you for the super chat there. Regarding the possibility of him and I, joining together on a stream. So if that's something that you are all interested in, please voice your support in the chat. Like the comment that Sylvia put in, because that way we can see, like, okay, there's an interest here. There's a want by the audience. Because I've always said, this channel is by a pro wrestling fan for pro wrestling fans. So you guys get as much say when it comes to... a little bit of blood there. What we do. Oh, a Samoan drop there. Who's a big Jey Uso fan out there? I know for us in our house, man, we big fans of Jey Uso. Super happy, excuse me, for his rise. I think his theme, not even his theme song, his entrance is one of the best that the WWE has right now. Oh, man, he countered it. I'm feeling like getting a table. Hold on. Uh-oh. No, get out, get out, get out. He's coming, he's coming. Gaz, welcome to the main event. Appreciate you stopping by and joining as a member here on the main event. Appreciate you as well for being with us here on the live stream. We're doing something different. Traditionally we talk pro wrestling, but I was like, hey, Monday Night Raw has a huge episode tomorrow night. So we're going to go ahead and get some anticipation, build up a little bit of excitement by simulating some of the matches that are taking place. Big ups to Gabs there for joining us. Appreciate that. Thank you for joining the J area and the main event. So far, 71% of you are saying that Jey Uso is going to win the match tomorrow night, the big debut. Netflix, Monday Night Raw. I know I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping you guys are looking forward to it. I'm getting another table here just because we can. We already got tomorrow's episode of the J Area podcast already set up. That's going to be good to go tomorrow. Just highlighting and really just previewing the show itself. I also share my thoughts on Friday Night SmackDown. What a great show that was. But I will say, hopefully you guys caught the community post that I had on the channel. For me out here, Tyler knows this, in Arizona, the show is now 3 hours. So that means for us, it ends like at midnight. And typically we have, our live streams following the show. But I can't promise you guys a live stream following SmackDown every week at midnight. You know, we don't want to burn ourselves out. Plus, we always have Sundays, Mondays, and Thursdays. Those are going to be the days that we go live. On occasion, we might go live on another day, just depending on what's going on, or, you know, if anything special happens, or, hey, just because we feel like it. But, uh-oh, wait a minute. Got him. Sam, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the sticker there. Appreciate you. Big shout out to Sam there in the chat. Sorry, Sam. I'm going to try to win this for you, buddy. This is for Sam. Oh, hell no. Wait a minute. Hold on, Sam. Sorry for the lack of commentary here. I'm locked in. If you're just joining us here on the live stream, we're doing a WWE 2K24 gameplay, simulating what's going on for Monday Night Raw tomorrow, the debut on Netflix. A huge, monumental show. Traditionally on the live stream, we just talk pro wrestling, but you know what? We're going to join in the action here. I'm a big fan of Jay. I love Jey Uso, but I think Drew McIntyre is going to get the win here on tomorrow's episode of Raw. But you guys, 80% of the fans here, 80% of the J area is saying that they believe main event Jey Uso will be winning. Future Shock DDT. Okay, Sam, this is for you. That's for Sam. Appreciate you again for the sticker there in the chat. What a year Drew McIntyre has had. I mean, a huge year for him. I mean, we knew he was a main event guy. We knew he was a top guy. But just seeing the growth that he has had. 4 stars, I'll take it. Of course, I'm doing the simulation for Monday Night Raw. But hey, if there are some superstars you guys want to see tonight here on the live stream, go ahead and drop a comment in the chat. Because as of right now, I have like 2 matches left on the card for Monday Night Raw. We'll keep moving forward, of course, because, I mean, why not? But if there's some people you want to see on the stream, on 2K24, like I said, go ahead and drop it in the chat. Charlie, what's going on? Charlie says, how do we become a member? So, if you choose to be a member of the main event here on the J area, you can find it. There should be, if you're on a desktop, there is a button that says join. If not, there is a link in the description of this video or in the description of like the About Me page of the channel. For some reason on mobile, if you have like an iPhone, I found that there isn't a join button for Apple products. Not sure why, but we have a link in the description of this video as well as the videos moving forward. And in the About Me section for the channel, it'll say join for perks. For those who are joining us here on the live stream or just joining the main event, if you guys haven't seen, we are going to be doing more exclusive content. We're talking exclusive live streams, exclusive videos, shorts, posts. You are also going to be having an opportunity to have a say in the future content. What I want to be able to do here on the main event is we're going to be doing polls, we're going to be doing surveys, where I'm going to look to you guys. What do you guys want to watch? What do you guys want to talk about? In the vein of Cody Rhodes, who was one of my favorite wrestlers today, always says, what do you guys want to talk about? When you join the J area and you join the main event, you're going to be an exclusive club here where you have the power in terms of what we're discussing. Aside from that, you get these cool, unique badges that help me identify you for special shoutouts and future uploads, as well as priority replies in the comments. If you are a diehard fan of pro wrestling like myself, you're going to want to join the main event package. Because on top of that, we talk a lot about the current status of pro wrestling. WWE and AEW, of course. I feel like more WWE because, I mean, it's the biggest show in town. But with the main event package, what I want to be able to do here is, if you're a diehard fan like me, we're going to be diving more into the history of pro wrestling. I want to be doing more content that is kind of like a travel back to the past type of deal, where I'm reviewing some of the best shows of the past, talking about and highlighting legends like Stone Cold, like The Undertaker, like The Rock, Rey Mysterio, who I know is still active. Sanford 5, welcome to the J area. Welcome to the main event. Appreciate you, brother, for choosing to be a member and as well as supporting the cause. This is, as I always said, is a channel for the fans first and foremost. Growing up, for me, I've always found that pro wrestling was an escape. And to have people who are like-minded, as Roman Reigns is in the background, and have an affinity for the sport that has gotten me through a lot, it's so awesome to see that there are people out there who are down to create a community of pro wrestling fans. I won't lie to you. I've seen the internet. We all have social media. It can be a toxic place, you know, especially around pro wrestling fandom. There's people out there who want to shut down one company or you know, quite frankly, crap on another company because they don't like it. That's not what we're about. That's not what we're about here. What we're about here is promoting positivity and just appreciating pro wrestling. It's a unique form of entertainment. It's athleticism, it's theater, it's action. It's everything that you could imagine rolled up into one form of entertainment. Music, the crowd participation. So seeing you guys being so receptive to the content that is being produced here, and again, just welcoming me and the content that we produce here with open arms, it means the world. Like, genuinely. So if you choose to be a member of the main event package, which I suggest you do, we're going to be having a lot of more exclusive content. Like I said, shorts, videos, live streams. I want to be able to give you guys a behind the scenes look of not only the channel, but also just a look at me, you know, and my life, as well as my fandom of pro wrestling. What we do here on the channel, you know, for the general audience, is an overview. It's open to everybody, you know. Like I said, it's all inclusive, but for those who are really as diehard fans as I am, you're gonna get more content with the main event package. Behind the scenes looks, unique videos that not everybody's gonna get to see. You'll be able to see it on the channel, and it'll say members only. But in order to see those videos, you got to become a member. So, and again, I'm a man of the people. I try to be a man of the people. So, what I really want to do is be able to give you guys a voice, give you guys an outlet for what we're gonna do here on the channel, moving forward. I guess you guys know where we're going next. Solo Sikoa, Roman Reigns. We don't have a tribal combat in the game itself, so I just put it as a no holds barred match. 87% of you guys said that Jey Uso is gonna win against Drew McIntyre.
Ladies and gentlemen, the tribal chief is
as he has the Ulafala. But yeah, for those of you who are just joining us here on the live stream, my name is Jose Ramos Jr. I'm a fan of pro wrestling. This is a channel about pro wrestling by pro wrestling fans for pro wrestling fans. We typically do live streams on Sundays, Mondays, and Thursdays moving forward, but today we're doing a live stream regarding WWE 2K24 simulating the matches that are going to take place on the debut episode of Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Go ahead and drop in the chat a suggestion on who you want to see me use in WWE 2K24. Of course, we're simulating the matches for Raw, but we're going to open it up to you guys on who would you like to see incorporated in tonight's live stream. I know San Fran 5 always has one. Kevin, what's going on, my friend? Great to see you here on the live stream, a special live stream for WWE 2K24. Kevin says, Jose, who's your favorite powerbomb, Batista bomb, last ride, jackknife? Wow. My favorite. You know, and that's so interesting to think. Kevin, good to see Jose. Perfect way to end my Sunday night. Hey, I appreciate you, Kevin. You guys make my night every time I go live, whether it's a Sunday, Monday, or Thursday. Kevin says, I love you, Solo. I love you, Solo. But to answer your question, man, it's so interesting to know that so many wrestlers have used the powerbomb, and there's different variations of it. I think for me, it's going to be Batista. I like Batista's powerbomb. The jackknife powerbomb by Diesel, I have nothing against it, but I feel like what he does is he lifts them up and kind of just lets them free fall to the ground. The Undertaker's last ride is good. I'm a fan of it, but for him, I like the Tombstone, the choke slam, Hell's Gate, the triangle choke, even old school. I kind of prefer those over last ride. Batista bomb, I mean the power, the ferocity, the way he would lift them up into the powerbomb position, and he would come down with you. It wasn't like Diesel's jackknife where, again, he had him up and just free fall down to the mat. Batista would come all the way down with you, adding more leverage and adding more power to the move itself. Great question there by Kevin. Kevin stays having great questions. Drop in the chat below if you agree and you think Batista's powerbomb was the best. If not, hey, who do you think had the best powerbomb? Maybe, okay, this might not count because it's more than one guy. But the Shield's triple powerbomb, simple, but like effective. Simple, but effective. Pearl, thank you for the super chat there. They say, I love you, Solo. I'm sorry. Hey, I love Solo just as much as the next guy, but I got to go with the OTC. But again, thank you so much for the super chat there, Pearl. Go ahead and like Pearl's comment if you love Solo just as much as we do. I can't wait. By the way, when WWE 2K25 comes out, I hope they have Jacob Fatu. Because Jacob Fatu is going to be a beast. Wait. I hate when it does that because then I can't see. There we go. We're going to swing for it. There we go. Like I said, go ahead and like Pearl's comment there in the super chat whether you love Solo just as much as we do. I love you, Solo. I would love to get like a soundboard. I have to work on that. I would love to get like a soundboard where I can press a button and it would be Jacob yelling to the crowd, I love you, Solo. Guillotine. It's too early, but I mean, hey, we're going to try to slow him down. Hold that thought. Sorry about the delay there. I had an issue with my laptop. I got scared there for a second, but we're straight. Kevin says, Jacob's villain arc will begin when he flips on Solo. Dude, talk about it. Him against Solo? Ever since Jacob arrived with the new bloodline, he's just overshadowed Solo. Like, he feels more of a threatening presence than Solo Sikoa, and he's the damn leader of the group. But I will say, if I'm Solo Sikoa, I would be cocky as hell too, to have a guy like Jacob Fatu behind me. Oh, we countered it. It's 50-50 right now. We put in a poll in the chat here on who is your tribal chief. And 50%, oh, here we go, 54% for Roman now. We'll go for a guillotine again. No. There we go. He's right there. We're going to let him slide here. I'm not finished with him. Big boot. A lot of people are agreeing with you, Pearl. 6 likes so far for I Love You Solo by Pearl. Again, super thank you for the super chat. Hey, I don't know if you guys saw on Friday Night SmackDown. What are our thoughts on Tiffany Stratton? Tiffany Stratton with the cash-in. The new women's champion. Are you guys a fan of Tiffany? Are you glad that she ended Nia Jax's title reign? And if you haven't seen it, man, go out of your way, YouTube it. Maybe not right now because we're on stream, but look it up and the reaction that she got. Nope. Jeez. Come on, man. We're killing time. Why won't he set it down? There we go. Dude, I just wasted a finish for that to go out. Okay, let's try again. Does it want to light? It doesn't give me the option to light it. Oh my god. Maybe it's because I'm jumping. Hold on. I'm just going to throw him out of the ring for now. Oh, and now he wants to get on the offensive. Come on, Roman. 60% are choosing Roman Reigns as their tribal chief. And I mean, he is the OTC. We love Solo. But, come on, the OTC. Oh, we got a little bit of color. Okay. He should be down for a minute here. That is now 3 finishers I had to use. Actually, no. Let's wait for him to get to us. No, he countered it. Oh, see, now he's going to try to put me through it. Not even a 1 count. Oh, we got to clutch up here. Oh, see, this would have been a good spot for a spear, but I don't have one. Can you guys remember the first time you saw a flaming table in wrestling? I mean, I feel like a lot of people probably go to the same answer as us, being WrestleMania 22. Edge, Mick Foley. Uh-oh. Oh, I missed it. I think we're not worthy. I'm not liking this, guys. He's taking over. He's not letting me. I don't want to use up any of these, like, advantages because then it's going to take away my meter for the... Oh, come on, dude. Okay, ni modo. Dude, I miscalculated the timing. Got him. Come on. Oh, it's not going to be a... It's just not meant to be. They won't let me get the animation going for the fire spot. %70% have claimed Roman. Oh, dude, he countered it again. Okay, I really wanted to use the table spot, but I'm not about to lose this match. Both of us miss. We're running the risk of getting too greedy here because I want to get that table spot, but he's getting closer to every pin. All right, I'm going to have to call an audible. Oh, he's getting tired. Yeah, because Roman's taking a lot of punishment here. Come on, I'm hoping we can angle this right. Yeah, we got him. And he goes out of the ring, of course. Come on, Solo. Time to go home. We're starting to pop off here with some more people in the stream. Welcome to the live stream. My name is Jose Ramos Jr. If you're new to the channel, it's the pro wrestling channel. We're doing a 2K24 live stream just to preview and get ready for Monday Night Raw, the big episode here on Netflix. We had a poll going for who was your tribal chief. 24 votes are in. 67%, man. The numbers don't lie, and like Scott Steiner says, they spell disaster for you. Roman Reigns, 67%. And finally, I mean, this is the match that I'm looking forward to. The main event. I mean, they're advertising it as the main event. But with tribal combat and that being such a... I mean, let's be real. A big story. I mean, it's the Bloodline. The Bloodline saga rules WWE, so I would not be surprised if they changed their minds last second. They've been advertising Punk versus Rollins. But again, that part of me is always like, hey, they could change it if they really wanted to. I hope they don't, because I definitely think this should be the main event. It should be a great match, though. I mean, you have two guys of the caliber of Punk and Rollins. There's no reason why it shouldn't be a good match. Unless if they, like, you know, chop off a bunch of time off of their segment. But with the WWE on Netflix, it's like there shouldn't be any reason why we're going to have a cut of time. Hunter himself, Triple H, said that they're not really going to have restrictions when it comes to time. It's not really going to be a 3-hour episode of Raw. It could be 2 hours. It could be 3.5 hours. I think the sweet spot, though, is about 2.5, 3 hours is max. I don't think it should go over 3 hours. If you haven't already, hey, consider joining the membership and being a part of the main event package where we're going to have exclusive content moving forward. I'm talking videos, live streams, shorts, posts that you will guys be able to vote on and help decide what is going to be the future of this channel and what is going to be talked about moving forward. We're going to be having a lot more content coming out as well as the channel begins to grow, as the community around us begins to grow, and the demand, I would think, is going to go up there. You know, with WrestleMania season on the horizon, we have this episode of Raw coming up tomorrow night. We have the Royal Rumble around the corner, Elimination Chamber as well. It's going to be a great WrestleMania season. I was a big fan of the build-up for WrestleMania 40. Something tells me this year's build-up has the potential to be even better. So if you haven't already, consider joining the main event package where you're going to get exclusive content. Like I said, a more of a behind-the-scenes look, not only at the channel, but of the people that help run the channel as well. So already, you guys have been doing a great job at helping support this endeavor and support this dream. I can't voice my appreciation enough. And so really, it's my opportunity to give back to those who have been such a strong support system for me here, as well as give you guys more content, you know, more bang for your buck. And We're going to be branching out and doing special things, special videos. Again, and when you join the main event package, you get a special badge that will help us identify you and your fandom of the channel and of pro wrestling. Get first priority replies in the comments, special shout outs in the live chats moving forward. And you know, I don't mean to be that guy, but 2024 was a monumental year. It was the year that we set out and build a foundation for us moving forward. In 2025, we're going to have bigger and better things on the horizon. 2025 is going to surpass 2024. So make sure you guys join now before everyone else is going to be jumping on the bandwagon and they're going to be saying, hey, I was there. I mean, hey, we all know who have been the real ones. You know, if you're in the chat right now, you're a real one. "56% of the chat here are voicing their support for CM Punk." 56, it's a tight race. You really don't have a wrong answer here. Both men are equally talented. Both are immensely great in their own respect. If you ask me on who I prefer, take nothing away from Seth Rollins. He's one of the best they have right now. He's one of the best in the last decade. But I'm a CM Punk guy. You know, through and through. I've been a fan of Punk since 2006 when he made his debut on ECW. His opening promo that introduced himself to the WWE audience sticks with me. Whoa, wait a minute. We already got blood? He's barely hit me. His opening promo really sticks with me. He says, "My name is CM Punk. I don't do drugs. I don't drink. I don't smoke. My addiction is wrestling." And since then, I was like, hey, I love the mantra, love the tattoos, love the look and the theme song, the move set. From then on, I knew Punk was one of my guys. 100%. Guys, I don't know if you know this, but take a look in the chat. We got a celebrity. In the chat below, we have the man of the hour. The man with the power. The man you can't see, but the man we all would love to be. John Cena's in the chat. What does John have to say? Tune in for tomorrow, guys. This is my last dance. John Cena, a legend, bro. I mean, one of the all-time greats. I think he's in strong consideration to be on the Mount Rushmore of some of the greatest stars this business has ever seen. I wonder what we're going to be seeing from John tomorrow night. What kind of feud are we going to see him in? Especially for, again, WrestleMania season. Who are they going to have him against? Because regardless, whoever's going to fight Cena at WrestleMania, it's their last opportunity to have a big match against John. John Cena says, "My addiction is car collecting and jerseys." Big shout out to that Doctor of Thugonomics gimmick that ran from 02 to 2005, basically. Hold on, I'm going to take myself off the camera real quick because you're going to see why. Because I like trading these. There we go. And I knew once it happens, I missed it. Once it happens, that camera prevents me from seeing. It's not letting me get a yellow bar like him. Dude, Seth is going to win this one. He might win this exchange. He hasn't missed one. And I've missed like 3. Yep. Yep, that figures. No. Got him. Got him. Oh, nice drop kick. No, he doesn't. Oh, shoot. Oh, wait, hey, whoa. Hey, whoa. That was close. That one was a little too close for me. John Cena says, I wouldn't be beefing with anyone, but there are a few dream matches I'd like to have with the boys in the back like Carmelo Hayes. And R-Truth, since I'm his childhood hero. I actually really want to see that interaction between R-Truth and John Cena. Kevin, I see you have a question. I'll answer it right now, but I'm kind of on the decline here. Seth is getting a little bit more momentum, and I'm loaded up with some finishers that I should be using right now. Come on. Got him. Okay. Let's buy some time. Hopefully this will kind of... Oh, no, he countered it. I was going to say, hopefully it kind of takes him out for a second so I can read. Okay. I'll say a quick question. Since you've watched many matches live, do a manager's antics like Paul Heyman's yelling or screaming have less impact live than on TV where you can hear it clearly? Yes. Because you can kind of hear them, again, depending where your seat is, but you won't really capture as much of what they're saying than what's being shown on TV. Of course you'd counter it. I mean, it's all about distraction and mannerisms for sure, but in terms of like him screaming, yelling, yeah, you don't really capture that as much as you would like in a live audience. There's a lot of things actually when, going to a show live has its perks. You get to be there in person. You get to see them up close and personal. You get to feel the energy of the crowd and really feel like you're a part of something. But you don't get to hear commentary, which helps in terms of the storytelling. You don't get to really hear what's going on in the ring because lately on WWE TV, for example, Roman does this a lot. He'll be trash talking to his opponents during the matchup. You don't get that while being there live. So there are some disadvantages, but I do think that the advantages of being live certainly outweigh the disadvantages. I would recommend and urge anyone who has the ability to go to a live show. Go to a live show at least once to say that you've been there and to say that you've experienced it. Because, again, it's one of those things where it's unforgettable. My biggest thing is the crowd. To really feel that energy and to feel like you're a part of something, I would definitely urge to go out to at least one show. That was all the matches that are currently advertised for Monday Night Raw. So we're just going to throw on some little bit of freebies here. John Cena talked about Carmelo Hayes. So that's a matchup that I actually would like to see. So we're going to rock with that one. Go ahead and throw a comment in the chat there. What were some of your favorite John Cena moments, matches, or perhaps something you want to see John Cena accomplish during this upcoming run of his, the final dance, the last dance of John Cena? I know for me personally, I think everybody knows I'm a fan of the Doctor of Thugonomics gimmick where he was rapping and wearing the jerseys and had the hip-hop craze, and he also had the album that, personally, I enjoyed. I was able to get it as a fan. My parents bought me the album, the John Cena You Can't See Me album. So I think... I almost lost my train of thought there. John Cena, one of my favorite moments of his was winning the WWE title that first time. Great comment there also by John Cena. Mine is when I came back in the 2008 Royal Rumble. One of the greatest returns of all time, I think, because we did not expect it. we didn't expect John Cena to come back so soon. He tore his pectoral and was probably going to miss WrestleMania, but he rehabbed, he recuperated, he healed, and was back in like 3 months, which is superhuman of him to do. Kevin says, I'm a Rollins guy. I think Rollins has the better moveset, while Punk has the mic skills. I think he can match Cena on the mic. Oh, 100%. So, when it comes to Kevin's comment about Rollins is great. I think he does have more versatility versus Punk, especially because during Punk's time right now, he's kind of limited. But I certainly think, in ring-wise, he might have the edge. On the mic, I would be hesitant to find anybody that's better or on the level of Punk. I think he's one of the greatest promos of this generation, certainly of all time. Sylvia, again, look at the badge there. Sylvia has it because she's a member of the main event package. We appreciate you, of course. Were you able to go to last SmackDown in Phoenix this week? No, we didn't have the opportunity to go to SmackDown this past week. We went to Raw that had taken place in November. So the turnaround was crazy. I mean, it was November 25th that Raw came. And then in January, obviously this past Friday, they came to SmackDown. So the turnaround was quick. You know, we didn't have the opportunity to go. But nonetheless, it was a fantastic show. The next time they come around, I hope to go. We'll see when that'll be. Hopefully, it'll be a great show. But no, we didn't have the chance to go to SmackDown this past weekend. But hey, there's always next time. They're going to come back around. I just think it's going to be a little bit of time before we see them again. Because usually it's about 1 to 2 times a year. But being that we got them back-to-back November and January, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see them until October, maybe September, November, somewhere in the fall. I think they'll be coming back to Arizona. And we'll see. Hopefully, imagine if John Cena's there. We've had the opportunity to see John Cena live twice. One at WrestleMania 26. And the other was an episode of Monday Night Raw where it was the gauntlet match, actually. It was a 7-man gauntlet match in February of 2018. It was the lead up to the Elimination Chamber matchup. If you remember, Seth Rollins had lasted like over an hour. I think it was 65 minutes that he was in the matchup. I believe Braun Strowman won that match, by the way. So we've seen John Cena a couple times live. But it would be cool to see him one last time before he hangs him up. Mama Ramos in the chat. Will we see them before WrestleMania? I don't think so. I don't think we're going to see them because it was in January. And I believe they've already released the schedule leading up to Mania. So they're not going to come. I think, like I said, they'll be back probably in the fall. I'm thinking September between November. Somewhere there. Oh, I just realized it's a regular match. I can't use a weapon. For those of you who are new to the stream, you see we have members here in the chat who have that little blue icon there. That's because they're a member of the main event package. If you want more exclusive content, I urge you to... I thought I was going to win there for a second. I urge you to consider joining the main event package to get exclusive content like videos, live streams, shorts, and even have an opportunity to help us decide the future topics for videos here on YouTube. I won't get to see Cena. No, well, the thing is, Cena said that he's going to be going all the way for 2025. So it's not like WrestleMania is going to be his last match. It'll be his last WrestleMania. But he said his last match will be in December of 2025. So we'll still have a chance, hopefully, to see Cena. But I wouldn't bet on it because I think he's contracted, like he's obligated for 40 dates. But he countered. But you never know. You never know. Come on, rope break. Yeah, rope break. Yep. Carmelo Hayes putting up a fight here. Whoa, those are some clubby blows to the ear. Also, I just realized in the chat, John Cena said, "I'm Super Cena for a reason." Kevin says, "I thought Cena was gonna Ric Flair his career. I don't know why." No, dude, if he Ric Flaired his career, you guys can never see me to begin with. Dude, Ric Flair had such a great career. What was that? And on top of that, the way he retired at WrestleMania 24 was fantastic. And he went to TNA and he continued to wrestle. And it's like, you just need to know when to hang him up. If I can divulge here into the NFL, Aaron Rodgers is another one. John Cena wins, of course. What is it? John Cena wins. Lol. Rodgers is like that too. Aaron Rodgers, I think this should be his last season. He went out on a victory. The Jets got the win. I don't want to see Rodgers tarnish his legacy any more than he allegedly already has. Appreciate Mama Ramos here in the super chat. Mama Ramos says, "Cena, aren't you here tonight? You got to make it happen. At least buy me dinner." There you go. And big thanks to Mama Ramos there in the super chat. Cena, you already know what you got to do. You got to help us out. I can confirm I am not going to keep going. My body isn't the same, but I love acting since it still makes me active. What are you guys' thoughts on John Cena and acting? I'm a fan of his portrayal in Peacemaker. I think he's been great with James Gunn there in DC. John Cena for the longest wasn't really considered like a good actor, I will say. But I think his work, acting, but his work in terms of like comedy, I think Cena's funny. There was a movie, I think it was called Jackpot. It was Amazon Prime, and he was acting alongside Awkwafina from the Shang-Chi movie, Marvel. And it's called Jackpot, and it's basically... It's weird to describe without giving away much. He's basically a bodyguard for Awkwafina who wins the lottery. And they go off on this whole adventure trying to keep her safe so she can meet the certain time in order to keep the jackpot. I think it's really funny. Kevin says, "I think he's found his niche with comedy." I agree, 100%. Mama Ramos, you should consider hair treatments. Cena's hair is crazy, isn't it? I hope he gets the buzz cut, the military cut. Fun fact, my role as Peacemaker is actually me, and I'm not acting. I wouldn't doubt it. If he stays in that route, he'll be booked filmed-wise. I agree. Cena, he's funny. Cena's great. The Rock is like an action guy. Cena is a comedy guy. And then you have like Dave Bautista, who has really carved out an opportunity in like drama. Dave Bautista, like Knock at the Cabin or Glass Onion are just a couple that come to mind. But Dave Bautista can act as well. Mama Ramos suggests a beanie for coming up. Let's do a Royal Rumble. Why not, right? There it is. and I'm gonna choose. Actually, you know what? Let's use the women. Let's highlight the women here. Because I'm gonna go with who I personally want to win the Rumble. Where is she? Io. That's who I want to win the Rumble. I'm gonna leave. Usually, I like to go ahead and go into the settings and see who's in it, and kind of control who's in the matchup. But we're gonna go for a surprise here. Sanford 5 says, you're going to do a Royal Rumble without me. LOL. No, trust me. Trust me. I'm not going to say it out loud because I don't want the chat to know what we have in store for them. But we got something else planned. This is a different idea. We got a different idea. Trust. We're going to do it. Sanford 5 and I have a plan. We have an idea for a future live stream, for a future idea. I know what you're thinking, Sanford 5. No. Copy that. Damn right. This is just an appetizer, man. Plus, it's something different. Sorry, I like Lyra Valkyria. I'm a fan of hers. I'm going to minimize my screen here just because I want to be able to see more of the screen there. We're gonna go in and it's a 30-woman Royal Rumble, so we're gonna go through these entrances. I got Io Sky, so I'm hoping Io Sky has a decent number. Who's this, Asuka? Oh, it's Asuka. Sanford 5 says, remember the 40-man Royal Rumble? I do remember the 40-man Rumble. In concept, yeah, it was cool because you got to see more participants. You got to see more legends. But it's just like the execution wasn't the best. There was a lot of filler, a lot of guys that weren't really getting TV time. I remember Hornswoggle got a spot in the Rumble. Nothing against Hornswoggle, but you can tell they're trying to fill in those positions. Guys like, who else was in there? Ezekiel Jackson and Alex Riley. Like, it was a lot of guys that just you wouldn't typically see in that kind of a scenario. Actually, you know what? Let me move. Oops. We're going to go over here because I believe the names are going to pop up on the right. Go ahead and drop in the chat who you think is going to win the Royal Rumble here for both the men or the women. It's one of the rare instances in the year, for the Rumble that is, that I really don't think we have favorites. At least not yet. There's not a clear-cut favorite. There's always like those 1 to 3 names where it's like, okay, they're probably going to have a good showing in the Rumble. They could possibly win. But I look at this year's Rumble, and again, maybe it's early because of the build-up, but I can't definitively pick someone. I would like it to be Io, but it could be anybody. Shout out to Sensational Sherry. I mean, for those of you who have been fans long enough to know about Sherry Martel and what she's done for the business, not only as a women's wrestler, but as a manager. having managed guys like Randy Savage, managed Ted DiBiase, Shawn Michaels when he was super young, and beginning his solo career. 2006 Hall of Famer, Sensational Sherry. Michin. Oh, who was that? Lyra Valkyria, eliminated by Gigi Dolan. We're going to get Michin Mia Yim, who recently had a title opportunity against Chelsea Green, but ultimately lost that matchup and her shot at being the inaugural United States champion, the first ever U.S. champion. Sensational Sherry here off into the, not the corner, but by herself here, buying some time, allowing the competitors to do battle, and a big crossbody here to Asuka. Tamina, where's Tamina been? I haven't seen Tamina on TV in a minute. Poor Tamina. I mean, a member of the, I guess you can say the bloodline through virtue of Jimmy Snuka, if you want to count that as a branch. Muhammad, what's going on? Welcome to the live stream. Thank you for joining us here on a Sunday stream here at WWE 2K24. We were streaming and predicting the outcome for Monday Night Raw's matchups, but now we're doing a Royal Rumble for the women, where Thea Hale from NXT, a member of Chase University, comes in at number 8. Sanford 5. Is Santina Marella in the match? Hey, not this one. Not this one, but it's been a minute since we've seen Santina. We know her brother, Santino, is out in TNA. I don't know why I drew a blank there for a moment there. Number 9, who we got? Stacy Keibler, one of the stars of the Divas era. Former WCW, star, WWE star, Hall of Famer as well. Oh, and Sherry. Sensational Sherry has been eliminated by Gigi Dolan, who has 2 eliminations on the night. Gigi Dolan, straight out of NXT, trying to prove a name for herself here on the main roster. Muhammad, thank you. And who's out? Gigi Dolan's out by Valhalla. Thank you, and I hope all is well for you too. And will you be covering and doing the watch along for Raw and Netflix tomorrow night? We will be having a live stream following Monday Night Raw. Following Monday Night Raw, keep an eye out for the community tab. I will tell you right here on this live stream, we're looking at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. Here, Arizona, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, I'll be going live discussing what takes place after Monday Night Raw. I know a lot of people do watch-alongs when it comes to Zoe Stark at number 10. I know a lot of people do watch-alongs when it comes to pro wrestling, but sometimes I can't match it up with my schedule, but I can definitely talk about it afterward. So we will be doing a post-show reaction, a catch-up, really, a review, a recap, whatever you want to call it, about what takes place on Monday Night Raw tomorrow night. Should be a great stream. Should be a great chat between you guys and myself. I mean, what more could I ask for? When building this channel here on YouTube, I'm so blessed to be able to have you guys here as a community. Nikita Lyons, number 11. So I hope you guys join us on tomorrow's live stream. Again, following Monday Night Raw, it's going to be 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock max will be the beginning. If you're just joining us here on the live stream, we're doing a Royal Rumble simulation. Not necessarily for this year's Rumble, but just for poops and giggles. Blair Davenport joining the matchup. Again, we're looking for Io Sky. Io's my girl. That's who I want to win the Rumble this year. And we're hoping to get a big win here in tonight's Royal Rumble. Hopefully we draw a decent number. Sonya Deville. Muhammad, first Raw without USA Network, and I hope that there will be not any buffering issues like the Mike Tyson. Oh, good point, Muhammad. Shout out Muhammad. That's such a great point. The Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight had so many issues with streaming and buffering. So again, hopefully they have that figured out and we don't have any streaming issues with Monday Night Raw. Great point there by Muhammad. Tiffany Stratton, Tiffy time. The women's champion in the Rumble. Go ahead and voice your opinion there in the chat. What do you guys think about Tiffany Stratton's cash-in to become WWE Women's Champion? What a great moment for her. We're looking pretty good. We're about over a third of the way, and hopefully I didn't just jinx it. There we go, halfway. Kaden Carter at number 15. Remember, there are 30 participants here in the Women's Royal Rumble. We are waiting for Io Sky. The women's roster is stacked, top to bottom, from Raw, SmackDown, NXT. So much talent in the ring, so much talent across the roster. What are you guys' thoughts on a lot of these premium live events getting 2 nights? WrestleMania we know has 2 nights. SummerSlam, I believe, will begin 2 nights. Is it next year or this year? I don't know if I want the Rumble to get 2 nights, though. I mean, theoretically they could. There's 2 Rumbles, so they could do one on Saturday, one on Sunday. But I really feel like the 2-night PLE should be just kept to WrestleMania. You can do SummerSlam, I guess, because that's, for me, the second biggest show. But I don't want, 2 nights of a PLE all the time. I saw someone was on the verge of elimination there. Nikita Lyons? No, she's able to climb back into the ring. Defeat by Meechin. Takes out Blair Davenport. Can she follow that up with an elimination? She can. Kaden Carter? Oh. For those of you who are still in the live chat, we appreciate you guys supporting the channel, supporting the live stream, becoming a member of the main event package. We can't voice our support and our appreciation enough. And if you're new to the live stream and you're just joining us here, we're doing a Royal Rumble simulation for the women. We talk pro wrestling here on this channel. It's a pro wrestling channel by a pro wrestling fan for pro wrestling fans. So consider becoming a member, subscribing, and joining us on the ride here as we lead into the new year. Kaden Carter's eliminated, but as we lead into WrestleMania 41, which I think is a promising show that very well may be better than WrestleMania 40. Wendy Chu at number 17. We're looking good here. And you guys saw, I set up the matchup, I put random. If you're still with us here on the live stream, drop in the chat there some of your favorite Royal Rumble winners. What were some of your favorite Royal Rumble moments? Or maybe who's even someone that you want to win the Rumble this year? I know I said Io Sky. I would love her to be a winner for this year's Women's Royal Rumble. But who do you think should win? Charlotte Flair. Right when I said it, of course, Charlotte Flair. So glad that Tiffany Stratton for cashing on Nia Jax. Is it true that the cash-in will be reversed by Triple H? And when will Ronda Rousey be returning? It's not going to be reversed. It's not going to be reversed. They basically took the picture that all but confirms it. You know, when Triple H has the new champion, he does a little point gimmick. It's not going to get reversed. Tiffany Stratton's the new champion. Rightfully so. Super happy for her. And it's a great choice. As for Ronda Rousey, I don't know. Never say never in pro wrestling, of course. You know, look at guys like Bret Hart and CM Punk who made their returns. I don't think it'll be this year. Wow, a couple of a few eliminations there, huh? We opened up a lot of spots here. But yeah, Ronda Rousey, I don't think she's completely done, but who knows, right? Nikita Lyons eliminated, down to 3. Wendy Chu, Asuka, and Jade Cargill. Asuka eliminated. That's the part of the Royal Rumble where the ring is filled. And out of nowhere, people just start getting thrown out. A powerhouse like Jade Cargill doing her thing. Charlotte Flair eliminated pretty quickly as well. Fallon Henley, the current reigning North American champion, down in NXT. Comes in at number 19. 2 NXT girls in there, huh? Big springboard drop kick. This is number 20. Maurice, a former Divas champion. Hey, Carmella. Yeah, when is Carmella going to come back? I know that she recently had a baby, had a child with Corey Graves. I don't know if you guys knew that. Corey Graves and Carmella are married, or a thing. I don't know if they're married. I'm pretty sure they're married. Had a child together. We haven't seen Carmella in what? Has it been over 2 years already? It's been a minute since we've seen Carmella. Indy Hartwell. Recently released Indy Hartwell. We're getting down to it. We're getting down to the nitty gritty here for the Royal Rumble for the women. Maurice? No, Carmella can't eliminate Maurice. Mighty Molly, shout out to Molly Holly, Hall of Famer. Had a great moment at WrestleMania 20 when she fought against Victoria for the Women's Champion. It was hair versus title. Molly Holly's hair versus Victoria's Women's Championship. And Molly Holly got her head shaved because she lost that matchup. But the story behind that's crazy. Molly Holly and Victoria wanted a matchup at WrestleMania. The women weren't being represented in a positive light for the championship, so they said, why don't we have a championship matchup? And they're like, I don't think it's going to make it. And Molly Holly suggests, well, what if I put my hair on the line and we shave it bald? And they went for it. Becky Lynch, the 2019 Royal Rumble winner. We were fortunate enough to be in attendance for her Royal Rumble win. Same night Seth Rollins, her husband, won the Rumble as well. Carmella getting pregnant was a mistake for her due to complications, and Carmella didn't with Big Bill at one point before Corey Graves. Carmella, yeah, Big Bill, also known as Big Cass, Colin Cassidy. They were a thing at one point during NXT. That is right. And the ring is full, so we're going to have to wait here for an elimination before we can get someone else into the matchup. There we go. That opens up a spot. And Mighty Molly eliminated as well. So yeah, so a little bit of housekeeping here for the week. Tomorrow, we have the J Area Wrestling Podcast, which will be uploaded. It's already ready to go, but it'll air 12 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. That's 12 p.m. here out in Arizona. We also have the Raw Reaction live stream that will take place following Monday Night Raw's debut on Netflix, probably sometime 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, again, Mountain Standard Time. That'll be taking place. We have the upcoming live stream on Thursday. We'll be going live again on Thursday. Friday's the Friday 5 count, or, just a listing. We're going to kind of revamp it. Maxine Duper. Friday, we'll have our list coming out. Saturday, another reaction video. Moving forward. We've seen a lot of great momentum and growth in the last year. Back in March of 2024, we made the pivot towards pro wrestling, and we haven't looked back since. Thanks to you guys, we've been doing so great as a channel, as a community, and we're only getting better, and that's in large part thanks to viewers like you, so we appreciate that. Muhammad asks, wonder who will open the show for Raw tomorrow night? It's a great question. There we go, EO Sky. It's a great question on who's going to open. In terms of a matchup, I think it's going to be the women. I think Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan are going to be the opener. But I wouldn't be surprised if a segment, some star, makes the opener. But for a matchup, yeah, I'm going to say it's the Women's World Championship. I gotta take out the biggest one there, and Jade Cargill's been there for a minute. Okay, it looks like she's being preoccupied with Naomi. Number 29, Beth Phoenix. Muhammad makes the suggestion that maybe John Cena should open Monday Night Raw, and CM Punk and Rollins should close out the show. Yeah, that's not bad. I think having Punk and Rollins as the main event is the only way to go. I think Cena is a solid choice to open up the show. Maybe he has some kind of altercation with another superstar, and that opens up a matchup later in the night. But at the same time, I don't think the WWE wants to go ahead and have the Cena appearance so early. And if they do, it's probably to set up a match later in the night. But I do think that's a solid choice. Molly Holly, again, gets to appear. Hey, wait a minute. We're down to the final four. Molly Holly getting 2 opportunities here in the Rumble. And we drew the lucky 27. Oh, come on. I had her. Was it a mistake to interrupt their fight? Maybe. We're going to find out. No! Oh, she missed. Okay. Sorry for our headphones users as I just yelled into the microphone. Oh, come on, Jade, take her out. We got to get Jade out. Jade's all muscle. There we go. Not even going to give Becky a chance. Come on. Got him. Got him. And I'm hoping that's what happens. I'm hoping that Io wins the Rumble, dude. And have a match with either Liv or Rhea. I miss Becky Lynch because she is my new favorite women's wrestler. Hey, if you want to quote me, I think Becky makes a return tomorrow. I honestly think Becky shows up tomorrow. They've shown her on some of the promotional stuff, the commercials. They've been hyping it up, and we've seen Becky Lynch's face there. And I think if Becky doesn't, this may very well be the main event of the live stream here, Rock versus Austin. How can you not? How can you not start it off, or end it, I should say, end it with one of the best rivalries of all time, Rock and Austin. If you made it this far in the live stream, go ahead and drop a thumbs up or drop a comment in the chat letting us know that you've been with us throughout the duration of the live stream. We again appreciate all the support and all the consistent love that has been shown our way here in the J area, and of course with the main event package as well. Thank you for those who took the time to join us there in the main event, and hopefully you guys will enjoy the exclusive content that is on the way. So do you think you're untouchable? And for those who aren't aware, you can become a member of the main event package here on the J area by clicking the link in the description of this video, or also clicking the link in the About Me section for the YouTube channel itself. Upon joining the main event package, you get exclusive content like live streams, videos, shorts, as well as an opportunity to see the channel behind the scenes and really get a closer look at what it is to be building this channel and building this community. Also want to point out that upon joining the main event package, you also will have the opportunity to take part in some polls, surveys, where you will help decide the content, the ideas, and the focus of future uploads. I've said it since day one because I've meant it since day one. It's a channel for all of us. I might be the one working on it, but it's for a little bit of everyone. Old fans, new fans, young fans, men, women, children. It doesn't matter where you come from or where you've been. This channel is for all of us. Muhammad says WWE dropped the ball and shot the gun by not turning him heel during the Rock feud in 2012. I mean, yeah, the John Cena feud between The Rock, if anything, they could have turned him heel for the 2013 feud. I think 2012 you could have done it as well, for sure. But it makes sense why they didn't. I mean, he was the biggest merchandise seller. He was the biggest reason why they were doing great business. So you don't want to turn him heel and lose ticket sales, merchandise sales, sponsorships, whatever the case may be. We may not like it as pro wrestling fans because, man, a heel Cena at that time would have been crazy. But looking back, I get it. I understand why. If you're just joining us in the chat, make sure you drop something in the chat and let us know. What do you think about the Rock and Austin feud? What was your favorite matchup between the three, or between the three at WrestleMania 15, 17, and 19? Keep in mind as well, we'll be going live again tomorrow, following Monday Night Raw, 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. Somewhere in that range, we will have a link open up throughout the day. That way you guys are well aware and informed as to when that live stream will take place. Muhammad says John Cena was polarizing and the hardcore fans can't stand him. I will admit, at that time, part of me was like growing tiresome of the Cena gimmick. And it wasn't necessarily Cena himself, but just the way he was booked. But now looking at it, man, I feel like a lot of people have flipped the switch and are fans of John. And we want to see him have a great run here in 2025. One of the greatest of all time. One of the very few guys, I think, that could have successfully helped be the focal point of an era in WWE when it was PG. A lot of people in the audience, I'm sure many of you agree with me, found it very difficult to adapt to a PG environment when we were coming off of the Attitude Era, having guys like Austin and The Rock and Mankind, but Cena handled it wonderfully. He managed to, again, be the top guy, sell merch like no one's business. He was a company guy. He's the kind of guy you want to be the face of your franchise. So all the praise to John Cena. Two stunners and he kicks out. Muhammad says that's why Batista left the WWE. I mean, obviously because Cena was always going to be the guy. And he wanted to try something else. More power to him. I mean, look at him now. He's probably the best wrestler turned actor, I think. Now, you want to talk about successful? I mean, The Rock and Cena are up there. But in terms of just quality of work, I think Batista is the best wrestler turned actor. In his range, he's able to be funny, serious, dramatic. I think he's the best actor out of the wrestlers. I wanted to do a Lou Thez press, but it wouldn't let me. Even Chris Jericho said the same thing. Was that in regards to Batista turning acting? Because I think it's true. I mean, like, his quality of work at Knock at the Cabin, Knock at the Cabin Door, I think it was called, actually. He was great in Stuber. I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy. There we go. If that ain't it, I don't know what is. Big shout out to the members in the chat who are joining us here on a Sunday night stream. We're doing WWE 2K24. We were doing simulating the matches that were taking place on Monday Night Raw, but now we're just having fun. Now we're just hanging out. Big thanks to people like Sanfran5, Alex, Gabs, all for becoming members of the main event package, as well as Mama Ramos and Sylvia. We appreciate it so much for the constant support and the constant love that you guys send our way. Big ups to Pearl also with the super chat. Pearl says, I love you, Solo. Who doesn't love Solo? Sam Rodriguez also drops in a sticker. Major thanks to those. And again, going back to Sylvia's super chat, talking about doing a future collab with Sanfran5. We are working on it. Something we're working towards. We're looking forward to it. If you guys want it, we'll be sure to do it. Pain that I bring, you know, it's only the beginning. Ooh, wait, that would have been interesting, actually. We'll go here. Go ahead, if you're new to the live stream, drop in the chat some suggestions. Who do you want to see being used here on WWE 2K24? Up next, we have Bret Hart versus Eddie Guerrero, Halloween Havoc. Battle of WWE Champions. Same, Muhammad, same. Oh, for a second there, I thought I was Eddie. I might be wrong, but has Bret and Eddie ever had a matchup? Because Eddie Guerrero left the WCW in January of 2000. Bret Hart joined WCW in December of 97. So they had, what, nearly 2 years. But Eddie Guerrero had suffered, you know, that car accident that took him out for the majority of 99. I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and check. Has Eddie and Bret ever had a matchup together? If you guys know the answer, go ahead and drop that in the chat. For sure, it is such a real shame that drugs ruined and messed up his heart. It really is, Muhammad. It really is. It's a shame. One of the greatest of all time to do it. He's in my top 3 wrestlers ever. What he did in the ring, what he did as a character, gone way too soon. Pile driver. All right, let's target the legs here because we gotta go for a sharpshooter soon. Ooh, we got the 3 amigos on me. Too early. I thought so, Muhammad. I agree. To my knowledge, I don't think they ever had a matchup. If they did, I'm sure we would have heard of it. Because Bret retired in 2000. Yeah, but even then, Eddie left the WCW before. It was January of... he left in January 2000 to go to the WWE. And Bret Hart got in WCW for December of 97. So they only had like a 2-year window to have that match. Just like Eddie versus Shawn. Yeah. That's one of my biggest dream matches. I would have loved to have seen Eddie versus Shawn. Oh, I got him. Hold on. Eddie was an ECW guy. That's right. Before WCW, he was an ECW guy. A former ECW TV champion, had a great match with Dean Malenko on their way out. Big shout out to Latino Heat. Big shout out. Well, we got lucky there. He missed. That should be it. Unless if Eddie uses his resiliency. Sorry, Eddie. That is true. Mercedes Moné has been very vocal that her favorite wrestler is Eddie Guerrero. A big inspiration of hers being Eddie Guerrero. Countless times, yeah. Absolutely. We're going to have room for one more match. I'm going to do one last matchup here. Let's go here. Let's go against The Rock. Just because that's who I think he's going to face. This is who I think a lot of people would agree Cody's going to fight at Mania.
The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, looking to continue his dominance in WWE. Competing at his highest level, striving for the main event and the biggest prize.
Oh yeah, the WrestleMania entrance.
You just have to be impressed with the form that Cody Rhodes has taken. He's become a leader, a mentor, and a
They really got to sync up the whoa with his entrances though.
but we all know what Cody truly wants to be more than anything else is a world champion.
The following champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the
If you're just joining us here on the live stream, my name is Ramos Jr. We talk pro wrestling. We have a live stream going on. We were doing the simulations of Monday Night Raw's matches, but we're just having fun hanging out here on a Sunday night stream. If you haven't joined or you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so, as we cover a lot of pro wrestling from WWE, from AEW. Also consider becoming a member of the main event package here, where you're going to get exclusive content like videos, live streams, shorts, and have the opportunity to help decide the future videos here on the channel.
Against Seth Rollins. And then 1 year later, did something his father was never able
Kevin's right on the money. The jump from 2019 to 2K22 was insane. And Muhammad, yes, Cody's theme song is very catchy. It's one of the best right now. 22 was so refreshing. I haven't felt that much fun playing since SmackDown vs. Raw. Ironically enough, we never got 22. Now thinking about it, we skipped out on 2K22 and just got 23, the John Cena one. What do you want to talk about? The classic Cody line. What do you want to talk about? Which, I mean, we basically could adapt here to the channel because on the live streams we talk pro wrestling. The final boss. Such a great point. The Rock is the only guy to say he's being Stone Cold, John Cena, and Hulk Hogan. The only guy to say he's beaten them all at WrestleMania. So LA, yeah. Los Angeles, California. It's all but I'm pretty sure he confirmed it on Instagram if I'm not mistaken. He confirmed it. He confirmed it. Netflix. Here he comes. A lot of people tuning in here for the live stream, especially for the main event, Cody Rhodes and The Rock. Whoa, Jesus, he came out flying. With The Rock, you definitely gotta be able to chop him down. You gotta be able to single out the limbs of The Rock. He's a big boy. He's the final boss. He's not gonna go without a fight. So we gotta systematically pick him apart. And leave him with no opportunity for breathing room. You gotta stay on him like a flea on a dog. The Rock versus Roman versus needs to happen this year before it's too late. I mean, we're really reaching a point here, right? Have they announced next year's WrestleMania? Like where it's gonna be? I don't think they have they? Because I feel like that's going to be a very big talking point as to where it takes place. But I think it could happen this year. I think it's certainly a possibility. I'm going to go for the finish here. I think he's going to kick out. I don't think it's going to be over that quick. Yeah, I was about to say, I mean, there's no way it's going to be over after one crossroads. Oh, he moved out of the way. Chad, he moved out of the way. We gotta stay on him. We can't let him build up any momentum. We haven't lost so far in the stream. I'm not about to lose now. Gotta chop him down like a redwood. Oh, he's gonna kick out of that quick. We can't let him build up momentum, dude. There we go. You gotta slow him down. Every time he builds up some momentum and he has an offensive maneuver, we gotta shut it down.
He went right into that turnbuckle. Guys, I can't think of a worse place for him to be high risk here.
What we got, Hurricane Rana? The Rock is not going to get any younger. The more you delay it, the less importance the match will be. I don't think the level of importance will diminish. It'll still be significant. Will people still want it? That's the question. But I think the bigger question is, would he still be able to go? Can The Rock still go? Because his matchup at last year's WrestleMania was a tag match. So you're able to kind of step away from the action, gather your breath, and kind of protect yourself. But a one-on-one matchup, you know, we can't be having him go deep into his 50s. We saw what happened with Flair and Taker the longer they waited. Early. I gotta build up some time to rest. I'm running on empty here. A side effect. Keep in mind, The Rock should be prepared and get in shape and all of that. Oh, 100%. Because it's one thing to be in shape, but you got to be in ring shape. You got to have the cardio. You had to be able to go. So there's no doubt in my mind The Rock will be in shape, but it's a matter of, like you said, getting in ring shape and preparing for a match. Ooh, got him. Let's go home. Actually, no, I want to get a triple. And he countered it. I can't get greedy. All right. Now it's time to go home. Oh no, there's no way. There's absolutely no way. He kicked out of 3. That's crazy. All right, the next chance we get. Got him. Here it is. Alpha roll-up is crazy. He kicked out of 3 crossroads. And I'm like, nah, we're going to get him on a roll-up. That's funny. That's how we're going to end the stream. Guys, if you joined us this far into the live stream, we appreciate you stopping by. We did a little bit of WWE 2K24, something different. If you enjoy the live stream, you want to see more content like this, make sure you like the video. Drop a comment down below what was your favorite matchup of the stream, or what are your predictions for Monday Night Raw on Netflix. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe for content like this, as well as the J Area Wrestling Podcast. We also do the occasional listings video, reaction video, and also make sure you become a member. Consider becoming a member of the main event package, where you're going to get exclusive content like videos, live streams, and shorts that others will not have access to. And you can also be a big part of the community who decides the future uploads of this channel. Of course, hopefully you guys consider that and continue to make this channel grow and continue the level of momentum that we've been building upon since 2024. One last thing with Muhammad, didn't Cody Rhodes and The Rock ever had a match with one another? No, they only had the tag team matchup. They had last year's WrestleMania 40, Cody and Seth Rollins, where they fell to the bloodlines, The Rock and Roman Reigns. With that being said, thank you all so much for joining us on tonight's live stream. Make sure you join us tomorrow. We have the J Area Wrestling Podcast that will be uploaded 12 p.m. Mountain Standard Time here in Arizona. And then, of course, the live stream following Monday Night Raw, 9 p.m., 10 p.m. It's going to be in that window. Keep an eye out for the link that will lead you to tomorrow's Monday Night Raw post-show live stream. Of course, my name is Jose Ramos Jr. Thank you so much for those who joined us here in the live stream. Big shout out to Mama Ramos. Shout out to Pearl Alejos, Sanfran5, Sam Rodriguez, Gabs, as well as Sylvia and Alex, all members of the main event package, the main event mafia. We'll start saying that. Guys, thank you so much. With that being said, everyone, stay cool.